Hey folks, welcome back. This is your Kentucky Land Report, and I am fired up about what we've got for you today. We're talking 6 properties spread across the great state of Kentucky, from the wooded hollows of Owen County all the way down to the shoreline of Nolan Lake. There is something on this list for just about everybody. Whether you're hunting for a weekend hunting camp, dreaming about a mini farm with room to breathe, or just looking for that perfect little slice of land to call your own, Kentucky is delivering today. We've got timber, we've got pasture, we've got gated entrances, barns, cabins, and lake access. Prices range from just $11,000 all the way up to just over $200,000. So let's not waste any time. Here we go, property by property, straight through the Bluegrass State. All right, kicking things off in Owen County, Kentucky. And this one right here is the classic hunting camp setup that a lot of folks spend years trying to put together. 29.72 acres of wooded land, priced at $194,900. That works out to about $6,557 per acre. Now picture this. You pull off the road, you drive into the trees, and waiting for you is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom hunting shack with a kitchenette. It's not fancy, and it's not trying to be. This is a base camp. This is where you hang your gear, cook your breakfast before first light, and come back to after a long day in the woods. And here's the part that matters. Electric service is already connected to the shack. That's not a small thing. Having power run out to a wooded property saves you real money and real headaches. The land itself is wooded throughout, which means natural cover, natural travel corridors, and the kind of privacy that's hard to put a price on. If you and your crew have been talking about pooling together for a hunting property, this is the kind of tract that makes that conversation a lot easier. Nearly 30 acres, a cabin that's ready to use, and power already on. Owen County, Kentucky. Go find Property 1 in the description below for the full listing link. Property 2 takes us to Powell County, Kentucky, and I want you to feel the geography here for a second. 26.6 surveyed acres, priced at $189,000. That's $7,105 per acre. This tract sits just minutes from the Mountain Parkway and right on the edge of the Red River Gorge country. If you know the Gorge, you already know what I'm talking about. If you don't, the Red River Gorge is one of the most spectacular natural areas in the entire eastern United States. Sandstone arches, forested ridges, clear water, and scenery that stops you in your tracks. And this property puts you right there in that world. You've got a gated entrance, so right away there's a sense of arrival, a sense that this is yours and it's protected. The property is unrestricted, which is a big deal. No one telling you what you can and can't do with your land. Build a cabin, set up a camp, run trails through the timber. It's your call. The combination of recreation potential, seclusion, and that proximity to the gorge makes this a rare find. Surveyed and ready to go. Powell County, Kentucky. Go find Property 2 in the description below for the full listing link. Property 3, Morgan County, Kentucky, right along Highway 203 near West Liberty. 50 acres even, priced at $199,000. Do the math, and that's just $3,980 per acre for 50 acres. That is a strong number. Now, here's what I love about this one. It's not just timber, it's not just pasture, it's both. You've got open pasture, rolling terrain, and mature timber all on the same 50 acres. That combination is the sweet spot for a lot of buyers. The pasture gives you flexibility. Livestock, hay production, garden space, room for a shop or outbuildings. The rolling terrain gives you character, and the mature timber gives you privacy and wildlife. You access all of this through a gated entrance right off the highway, so you've got paved road frontage and security. The listing calls this land ideal for a home site, a mini farm, or a recreational retreat. And honestly, it could be all three at once. 50 acres near West Liberty with variety, gated access, and a per-acre price that's hard to argue with. This one has real homestead energy. Morgan County, Kentucky. Go find Property 3 in the description below for the full listing link. Ohio County, Kentucky. Property 4. 58.13 acres at $207,200. That's $3,564 per acre for nearly 60 acres in western Kentucky. Now, this listing leans hard into hunting, and for good reason. The land is described as gently rolling timber with natural travel routes for wildlife, meaning deer and turkey aren't just passing through, they're living here. You've also got what the listing calls old field habitats, and if you've spent any time hunting, you know exactly what that means. Old fields are that beautiful in-between stage, not fully wooded, not open pasture, where you get thick, brushy cover, early successional growth, and edge habitat that wildlife absolutely love. It creates those transition zones where animals feel safe and move predictably. That's where you hang your stands. That's where you set your cameras. Nearly 60 acres with timber, old fields, and rolling topography. This is a property that's been doing the work for you. Ohio County is solid hunting country, and 58 acres at this price point doesn't come around every day. Go find Property 4 in the description below for the full listing link. Property 5, Nicholas County, Kentucky. And this one's the small but mighty entry on today's list. 10.9 acres at $76,900, $755 per acre. Now, 10 acres might sound modest after we've been talking about 50 and 60 acre tracts, but don't sleep on this one. There's a barn on the property. County water is available. Electric is available. And the terrain gives you variety. Flat ground, rolling ground, and some steeper sections mixed in together. That combination of open land with a barn and utilities available is exactly what someone building toward a small farm or a rural homestead is looking for. The infrastructure pieces, water and power, are the expensive parts. When those are already accessible at the road, you're starting from a much better position. Add a barn that's already standing, and you've got a legitimate foundation for a working small farm or a weekend property with real function. Nicholas County sits in the heart of the Bluegrass region, good farming country with a long history behind it. 10 acres, a barn, utilities available, straightforward and solid. Go find Property 5 in the description below for the full listing link. And Property 6, we're wrapping up with something a little different, and I think it's a great one to end on. Edmonson County, Kentucky. 0.44 acres. Yes, less than half an acre. Priced at $11,000. Now before you scroll past, hear me out. This little lot sits about 1,000 feet from Nolan Lake. 1,000 feet. You can walk to the lake. Nolan Lake is one of Kentucky's popular recreational lakes. Boating, fishing, swimming, the whole thing. And this lot has legal road access, which matters more than people realize. A lot of cheap lake area lots have access questions hanging over them. This one does not. $11,000 for a foothold near a Kentucky lake with road access is the kind of entry point that opens doors. Maybe you park a camper here this summer. Maybe you build a small cabin down the road. Maybe you just hold it as an investment in a lake community that people keep coming back to year after year. It's not for everybody, but for the right person, this is a genuinely exciting little opportunity at a price that almost anyone can work with. Edmonson County, Nolan Lake Country. Go find Property 6 in the description below for the full listing link. And that is your Kentucky Land Report. 6 properties, 6 completely different opportunities, 1 great state. From a wooded hunting camp in Owen County to a half-acre lake lot in Edmonson County, Kentucky showed up today with variety. If something caught your ear, go check the description. Every listing link is down there waiting for you. And hey, if you found this useful, do us a favor and share it with someone who's been talking about buying land in Kentucky. You never know whose mind you might blow with the right property at the right price. We'll be back with more land, more states, and more opportunities. Until then, keep dreaming big and keep looking for that piece of ground that feels like home.